Okay, talk about trends in the profession. What kind of trends are there now? Are there any major changes, either technologically wise, new policies and procedures coming along that are affecting the industry? And how do you stay on top of those, et cetera?
Yes. Matter of fact, as effective October 3rd of 2015, we had to become ALTA Best Practices certified, which is a requirement from the CFPB, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which Dodd and Frank made that bureau. The whole thing is to protect the consumer from mortgage lending, to make sure that they are aware of every single thing that they're signing. They understand all of their rates, their payments, the way that their product is, whether or not it's fixed or adjustable, and they have to have 3 days before closing to review all of that. And what that meant for title companies is the lender, all of any errors, any complaints, anything falls back on the lender. And so the lender would want to use a title company that has done all of their due diligence and gotten all of their policies and procedures in place and covered the 7 pillars to the ALTA Best Practices. And so many title companies all over the United States, I guess, had to become ALTA Best Practices certified. And that was quite a journey. It took us about 1.5 years to get all of our policies and procedures in place, and lots of IT work. We had lots of encryption. We had all of these password regulations that we had to go by, encrypting our data on our system, so if anybody were to hack into us, they could not get it because that data was also encrypted. So we spent quite a bit of money on just upgrading all of our computer systems and everything being secure. And after all that was done, we had to go through a certification process, pretty much an audit, so that they came in and verified that we were following all of our policies and procedures. And, of course, pretty much go through an escrow audit and make sure we weren't embezzling money and that we were doing everything above board. And once we got that certification, we were able to give that to the lender so that they felt comfortable and knew that letting us handle their closings, most likely there would never be any issues, that we would do what we said we would do to protect that lender. And so many title companies had to either do it or not do it, and people that decided not to go forth with it because it was very expensive pretty much would not be getting any lender business anymore. And that could be, for some attorneys that do other things, that might not have been such a big deal for them because they had other income in other areas. But for a title company like us, we had to do it. We had to go forth and make that extra effort, and it was pretty grueling. So we were proud of ourselves for sure, and passed with flying colors, and we're able to say we did it, so we can assure everybody that we're good to close with.
Awesome.
Okay.
Now, you service several types of clientele, from realtors to investors to mortgage companies, lenders, and even some individuals. Why don't you give us just a comment or two about why they would want to do business with you, or why they've even expressed as the reason they already do business with you. What are some of the reasons that would attract them from each of those categories to do business with BayMark Title?
Well, I think realtors send us contracts. That's what they do. A realtor is either going to represent a buyer or a seller. And just over the years, we've gotten a reputation of really taking care of our realtors, which in turn is taking care of their client. They want their client to have a smooth closing. So realtors just come to us because they know that we're going to respond to them and they're going to get a good worry-free closing and know that we're going to handle all of the bases that we need to handle for their buyer or their seller and do all of the correspondence with the other attorney that's handling the other side, the lender, just anything that has to be done with the seller or purchase of a home. As far as lenders go, again, getting back to the CFPB and the ALTA Best Practices, getting our certification, they know that we're going to do things in a timely manner for them. We're going to handle things appropriately and accurately, and know that we're going to prepare our documents to their requirements and get everything signed, get everything dispersed, All monies will be handled correctly. And we do it with friendly service as well. And I think having great customer service and being friendly and being easy to work with, being accessible, answering your emails, answering your phone calls, I think is one reason why we have been successful here in Memphis and in Mississippi. We close in all of Tennessee and Mississippi. Then also we work with many investors that a lot of times will pay cash for homes, and those transactions are a lot more simple than, of course, having a loan. But we can make them happen in 24 hours. We can get title work in, get our documents emailed out, or have them come in and get everything worked up. They bought a home in 24 hours or sold a home in 24 hours, so we're just on top of it. We know what we're doing, and we work fast, and they like that they can call us up and know that we'll start working on it when they ask for a rush closing. Individuals, a lot of times people will try and sell their home for sale by owner. We are not allowed to work up a contract for someone, but we can certainly give advice on it. But, it's got to be their thought on what they want to sell the home for and all. We can give some advice, but we are not allowed to work up a contract. But we can always handle their side of the closing, whether they're selling or there's somebody buying one without an agent. For sale by owner means there's no agents involved. So we can handle that closing as well, whether they're getting a loan or not. We order the payoffs for the seller. We, of course, clear title and make sure everything is clear and accurate. We also can prepare quitclaim deeds and such for, say, a mom and dad want to deed their property over to their daughter or their son. We are able to prepare those and get those recorded for them and satisfy what they needed. We get phone calls all the time just asking if we can help somebody deed a property over, and we're always happy to do it. We just pride ourselves in great customer service and with smiles on our faces, and it's almost like being at home here at the office. So that's what BayMark's about.
Yeah, very good. Well, tell us how people can reach BayMark Title. Your location, your phone number, how do they access you? Okay,
BayMark Title is in Memphis, in East Memphis. It's on 1355 Linfield Road. That's Lynnfield Road. We're in Suite 195, and that's Memphis 38119. It's right down the street from St. Francis Hospital. We're in between Park and Quince. That's Linfield Road, so we're real easy to get to. Our phone number is 901-763-2723. Our fax number is 901-763-2724. And if you need to email us a contract or a title order from a lender or an investor needing to send us a contract, you can send that to packages, that's PACKAGES, at BayMarkTitle.com. And I am Beth Ami Young. Tammy Boop is here. Camila Brown is here. And then Sandy Moore is out of the office. So we are all available to talk to you.
Okay, awesome. And you have a new website about to launch pretty soon.
I do. And William Bell with PowerTech got us a great website going, and it's at www.BayMarkTitle.com.
That's it.
So we're excited about our great new website that's coming about and anxious for y'all to utilize it and hoping it makes it user-friendly for you. So we're excited about that.
All right. So as we wrap up today, what's your vision for 2016?
My vision, I guess, is to just keep gaining more customers, more clients, getting just more business in, so that I can maybe hire another person to make us be more efficient for that extra business. And we had a great 2015, but we're looking for an even better 2016. So bring us the business. We'd love to work with you and know that you would be happy with our service.
Well, that's awesome, Beth Ami. It's been a pleasure talking with you. You know your business very well. You have a great reputation and influence in your industry, and I'm sure people from all of those categories, whether they are a realtor, a lender, an investor, or an individual with an FSBO, as they say, an FSBO, or just having a deed quitclaimed, you would be the person, and your company is the company for people to go to get the kind of service that they need. And they can rest at night with peace of mind that, their investment is well protected with title insurance offered by BayMark Title.
That is right. And we certainly do our all to make sure everybody is happy with our service, and we go above and beyond many, many times to get things done. We don't stop till we can fix the problem. And then there's those times that the problem is not fixable, and we would just be upfront with you and tell you it's not going to work. But that doesn't happen very often. We will do our best to come up with a solution.
Well, wonderful. Well, thank you once again. We appreciate it, and I look forward to continue to working with you in the coming year.
Well, thank you, William. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.